for the ages. I'm Myri, and we are going to Camp Avalon, a summer camp for young people located in the beautiful Appalachian Mountains. Camp Avalon has been operating continuously for as far back as record exists, possibly for hundreds of years. The camp's many departments provide rich and meaningful activities that fill a summer with fun and adventures. Now to Jennifer for more on this story.
Summer is coming to an end, which means the campers are preparing for the greatest and most known tradition, the closing campfire. The only way that one can gain admission to this epic event is if they're a parent or a family member of a camper, which makes this an even more exclusive event. We are 5 days away, and I cannot wait to see what they have planned this year.
To see if we can get to the bottom of all these incidents that have occurred this week. Unfortunately, we're only hours away from our closing campfire.
As I was saying, before I was so rudely interrupted, our beloved props and backdrops have been massacred, and I just cannot fathom how.
It would be like you drama kids to be whining about something on a stage. The athletic department has some real trouble on our hands.
Yeah! I see. This does not bear well for our closing campfire tonight.
Aww.
Man, this musical number was going to be sick.
Someone is sick now? Don't tell me we have a COVID outbreak. We barely survived that the first time. Things just keep getting better and better.
Director Emily, we need to speak to you right away.
Calm down. I'm sure it's not as bad as you think.
Oh, it's bad. You can say that again. Lexi has been caught to the extraterrestrial.
What?
Lexi has been kidnapped.
Oh, things just keep getting better.
Calm down. No need to panic. Things are never as bad as they seem. I just need to keep it together until we figure out what is going on. I cannot handle any more bad news. These incidents keep getting worse and worse. Camp Avalanche can't take much more. I can't take much more.
Yeah, it's so terrible.
Ever since you were a little baby, this camp has been a safe place for kids from all different walks of life and interests to come together. And now it's all falling apart. The different activities are at war. I mean, who'd want to destroy this amazing place? And poor Lexi, what did she ever do to deserve this?
I don't know.
From our closing campfire. I can't wait to see what our theater, music, boating, sports, and visual arts have put together to help us celebrate the end of our summer together. Yeah! Okay, that's all. Time to get to your daily activities.
officially call this meeting of the Camp Avalanche Secret Society, the Stonewatch, to order.
Let's start with an update from our secretary.
Yes, thank you. I have touched base with our eyes and ears on the ground, and everything is in order for our closing campfire festivities.
You know we only have 5 days until the event. Are you sure all the departments are ready to go?
To the best of my knowledge, theater, sports, music, voting, and the visual arts departments are all preparing for their portion of the closing campfire.
Excellent. We have been ensuring the quality and standards of closing campfire of Camp Avalanche for the last 250 years. We will not let this fall apart on our watch. We have a reputation to uphold.
Hear, hear!
If you say dude one more time. Bro, what's happening? She was right here. What? Dude. Wait, what's going on?
We were doing our final lockdowns for the night.
Bro, gone.
Gone. Mother told her it was time to come home.
Word. Wait, who's missing? Lexi.
She was walking with us, minding her business, and
Poof, she was gone.
Why haven't you told me, buddy?
what do you think we're doing now?
Okay, we have to tell Director Emily right away.
Over now.
Yeah, this kidnapping spree was quite ill-planned. How do you expect us to do all the work?
After all, Brady, you're supposed to be the brains of this operation.
The more time I spend with Brady, the more time I'm doubting his ability to function as an intelligent life force.
DeBay, is that you? You're part of this grand kidnapping scheme?
What's it to you?
Mike, I always knew you'd like to live on the wild side, but this is a little much, don't you think?
I told you she'd figure out who we were. You officially sealed my fate in juvie. Thanks.
I'm pretty sure abduction and kidnapping charges would ruin my chances of getting into an Ivy League institution.
You two just shut up. You're ruining everything. We have to stick to the plan. I almost forgot. Your master plan. Exactly. I don't know, but it would be nice to know what I'm ruining my life for.
Precisely. All I signed up for was an ancient Mew promo card to take my Pokemon collection to the next level.
Mike and DeBay, listen to me. It's not too late. We are hours away from the closing campfire. I have known you two since you were little pipsqueaks. This is not your style. You're good kids. Brady, I am not surprised you're behind this. You've been a piece of work ever since
You would say that. You've been Mrs. Camp Spirit ever since day one. Say you've gotten on my last nerves is an understatement. These won't have to deal with this camp business for much longer. What?
Attention, everyone. How are all the departments doing so far this week?
The theater department's play is coming along nicely. They just finished constructing their sets. The trees look great. Athletics are going well. Great sportsmanship all around.
Good news. I can't wait to see everyone at the closing campfire.
Yes, it'll be great. Although I do have a few minor incidents to report. Somebody messed with the music department's instruments.
Oh, strange. Do they have any idea who's responsible?
No.
Alright, well we should keep an eye on this.
One more thing. I saw Brady along with Mike and DeBay sneaking around near the woods. I didn't think much of it at the time, but now.
Interesting. Any more information?
Not too much. Our guys will be on the lookout.
Good. This definitely seems like more than a coincidence. I'm glad we have all of our bases covered.
to me.
Even if you make the mark.
No one will be making any marks on the archery in these arrows. They're beyond repair.
You will be too late.
Too late for what?
You will be too late to make the goal.
The soccer ball will not be making any more goals. It's out of commission.
This message means something, and it can't be good.
I'd have to agree with you, but I'm totally clueless.
Look, here comes the drama crowd.
They don't look amused.
It appears that the resident football ruffians finally make use of the muscle inside of their skull. How heartening.
Just when I convinced myself what happened to us was a fluke.
Pink trees, ruined backdrop, and now a billboard of doom?
You can add broken arrows to the list.
What a tragedy.
Don't forget the flat balls.
I would hardly classify deflated footballs and broken arrows for a cause for alarm.
It could be the makings of a comedy. Get it? A famous soccer player goes to make the goal-winning kick in flat soccer balls.
You people who do the plays.
Thespians.
Players, actors, troops, there are loads to choose from.
Look, whatever you call yourselves, we can all agree that something freaky is going on.
To that, we can all concur.
Concur? It means to agree and come to an understanding.
Oh.
Am I seeing this correctly? Our beautiful trees are pink?
I would say pink, but it's more like a salmon color.
The closing campfire is tomorrow night. How are you going to repaint all of these before then?
Oh, I told Mummy to send me to a Royal Theatre camp in London, but no, she decides to send me here, joyous day.
Here we go again. I'm rich. I have lots of money. I'm too good to be at this camp among the common people.
Technically, it'd be common folk or peasants. Common people doesn't sound right in this situation. Commoners would probably be the best fit, which literally means people of the modern or regular class.
Darlings, I can assure you there is nothing modestly regular regarding the situation that has befallen us.
On that, I can agree with you. My uppity friend.
You can choose to mock him all you want, but that doesn't help solve the problem of the pink trees. Hey, look, our backdrop, it must have fallen down.
How drought to throw our lovely fabric on the filthy earth.
Hey, look. You can kiss Camp Avalanche goodbye. Consider this your last closing campfire?
At this rate, I think we've already seen our last closing campfire. It will take far too long to clean up all this mess.
Will you just stand there? Do something.
And what do you suppose we do?
Why does everyone always look at me for answers?
Because you always have the answers to everything.
No outside person would have access. This had to be an inside job.
Why would the music want to write their own performance?
They wouldn't, but other campers might, and they would have access.
Well, all the activity groups get along so well. I still don't understand why anyone would do this.
Well, they won't be getting along well for much longer. The music kids are out artisanal and looking for someone to blame.
More bad news. The trouble has spread to the theater department. Their sets have been pinkified.
At this rate, all departments are under threat for the closing campfire. We have to solve this before things get worse.
whoa. Unless it's a song for the closing campfire, I do not want to hear a peep. Or should I say a chord out of you two?
Sign sealed, delivered, we're yours.
Guys, I have the most epic, life-inspiring song for the closing campfire tonight. Let me dust off these electric strings and get her going.
Amp Problems 101. We're gonna be outside.
Chill out, dude. Have you ever heard of a portable amp? Problem solved.
Okay, cool. Why don't you get us started and we'll join in with our parts.
Cool. Check it out. I was doing some riffs on my electric guitar, and boom! Lights out on my poor sweet Guns N' Roses.
Hey! My ukulele strings have all been pulled out.
My guitar is literally dead.
Any luck with the investigation? This has gotten worse than I'd ever thought.
Not a clue. It could be anybody.
Okay, campers, dinner time, let's go. Come on.
Hey, you, stop right there. What's with the pink spray paint? Were you doing some redecorating?
That's none of your business.
What else have you been doing?
Tell us now.
Or else. Or else what?
You don't want to know.
We were just following instructions.
Yeah, all I wanted was a Pokemon card.
So, who's giving you the instructions?
Ready?
You have a lot of explaining to do.
It's a long story.
So bored.
Oh, hi, Brady. How's your day going? Are you excited for the closing campfire at the end of the week?
Yeah, it's going to be so great.
Is something wrong?
It's just, I wish I didn't have to come to this summer camp every summer.
What? But you love Camp Avalanche. Everyone does. Here it's always sunny and perfect weather. You can be part of any activity you want. And we're all united by our great traditions.
I know. It's just, don't you ever wish for something else? There's more to the world than just a summer camp.
Don't be silly. What more of the world could you possibly need? Camp Avalanche has been run by our family for generations, going back to before anyone can remember. And now you will carry on the legacy by becoming the director one day. You are my son, and I know you'll make me proud.
Hey, Emily, can you come help me with something?
Tired of this stupid camp. Why do I have to take it over? Why me? Everyone's always going on about how great it is, but if it weren't so great, then maybe I wouldn't have to come here every summer for the rest of my life.
Oh, hey. What are those for?
How would you like to earn some extra valuable Pokemon cards?
strongest memory.
Or we could get the counselor you kidnapped.
What did you do? What does it take to get some good help these days? You're all absolutely worthless.
Us? You're actually blaming us?
If the shoe fits.
We are certainly not in a play, and you are not Cinderella or Prince.
Speak for yourself. You have no proof of me doing anything. This camp has lived its heyday, and if it comes to an end, it comes to an end. There's nothing I can do about it.
No, it looks like you're quite first in orchestrating the sabotage of our beloved Camp Avalanche.
I believe our next step is to report this to Director Emily. No Pokemon cards sprinkling through this camp.
I can't believe we fell for this crazy plan.
You can't do anything if you can't find me.
Attention everyone! I know you are all excited for the closing campfire, but I have some unfortunate news.
That's right. Ever since your little food fight, the camp has been overrun with rats. This is a health and safety nightmare, and you are criminally responsible for the failure of this camp. You are under arrest.
Wait, you can't arrest her. You're just a health inspector.
I'm also a cop. Surprise!
Mom, no! What have I done?
Did that really just happen?
No camp director means no camp avalanche.
A truly unfortunate series of events. We need a new camp director.
But who?
I'm sorry.
Oh, really? Says the one who just ruined the whole camp.
Hey guys, what can I say? My mom freaked me out. I'm only 12. I'm not ready to be a camp director. She was talking all about like family legacy when all I wanted to do was play Call of Duty on my Xbox. If there's no camp, then there will be no camp for me to have to take over one day. And I would be ruining such a great thing, but I guess it's too late. Nothing can be done.
It's not too late. We just need someone to lead on the closing campfire. If we can finish out this summer, I'm sure we'll figure everything else out.
Actually, something similar occurred in the 1970s. We almost had a hippie apocalypse.
What? That play was a true story.
Guys, focus. What are we going to do about the closing campfire?
Dude, since you did such a good job of abducting me, you should take the reins tonight.
Literally, it's the least you can do after all you've done. I mean, your mom's in jail because of you.
He does have a point.
Okay. Let the festivities go on. I'm officially opening Camp Avalanche closing campfire celebrations.
a food fight broke out of the dining hall, which drew them in. In fact, the state health department had to get involved. Now to Jennifer with more on the story.
Yes, actually the health department deemed the situation so serious that the camp director ended up getting arrested in handcuffs. Believe it or not, health officials in this area also have arresting powers.
This is starting to sound like a bad reality show. I'm assuming this was the end of the camp's long-lasting legacy of the closing campfire.
Actually, no. I am in an interesting turn of events. The director's son, the boy responsible for all the mayhem in the first place, stepped out and filled the void and saved the day. Or should I say, saved the closing campfire. After ceremony for guilty parties, the state health department officials realized that the whole situation was incorrect. Mixed up of sorts. Fortunately, the camp director was released from custody a few hours later. So everyone ended up on the summer on a happy note. Let's hope next summer runs a lot smoother for our beloved Camp Avalon.
That's all for tonight. We will see you tomorrow on the morning news. Until then, take care of yourself and be kind to one another.
I made a vow, I'll be there when you want me some way, somehow. Oh baby, that ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no river wide enough to keep me from getting to you, baby. Oh no, darling, no wind, no rain, or winter's cold can stop me, baby. No, no, baby. 'Cause you are my if you're ever in trouble, I'll be there on the double. Just send for me, oh baby.
My love is alive, way down in my heart, although we are miles apart.
If you ever need a helping hand, I'll be there on the double, just as fast as I can. And don't you know that there ain't no mountain high enough, ain't no valley low enough, ain't no...
Alright, so before we move on, there's some people that I would like to thank. I would like to thank the staff of the Avalon Theater, Nick and Dina, who are down below, filming this for us so that we can send you the link in a couple of weeks that you can watch with your young actor or actress or show family that couldn't be here. I also like to thank Ryan, who's back on the soundboard. Thank you, Ryan. Give Ryan a clap. I would also like to thank Kimberly and Tim, who supported us in various ways with this week. So thank you, Kimberly, Tim, wherever you may be. I would also like to thank Kate Levy in the costume shop for some support with some costuming. Storm and Daughters Ice Cream Shop, that every camper will get a free kids cone from Storm and Daughters, 2 doors down. You didn't know, now you know. So we also want to thank the supporters of the Avalon Foundation for supporting our programming and the Talbot County Arts Council. We had a couple volunteers this week that were really, really helpful. Unfortunately, they're not here today, but I just want to acknowledge Reagan Reiser, Elia Orndorff, and Sarah Wheeler for coming and helping this week. I have four people on staff. My head counselors are Luke Edelman, who's back there on the light board. You can thank him for this great, all the backdrop situation going on and everything that you saw going on during the show in terms of lights and sound. I also have some other counselors that I'm going to talk about a little bit later, but I know Luke is there, so he helped put the show on directly, and I will talk about the other ones that also helped put the show on directly. But if you have been to our camp, you know that we like to do camp awards. We like to say some nice things about everyone and acknowledge them individually. So this camper was new to me this year. I don't think I've met her before. She came in as one of our sporty campers. I definitely think she was also great supporting actress on and off stage. So our best sporty camper and our best supporting actress award goes to Kira Carriari. Did I say that right? Come give me a word. All right, this camper has been with us for a while. She's always kind of been quiet, very sweet, smiley face, easygoing, very kind of goes with the flow. I know that, you know, in the beginning, very, very quiet. I'll just take a small role. And today, this week, she really, I saw a lot of growth in her. My growth award and my dude award goes to Hannah Whitbeck. I've met this camper before, not for this camp specifically, but I just love the energy that he brings. He is positive. When Claire said, we're gonna do a dance, he's like, don't really think I'm a dancer. And she said, well, just give it a try. And he's like, okay. And so I just love that. He just was willing to try anything that we put in front of him. So our Camp Spirit Award goes to Owen Hayes. I met for the first time last year and was a little apprehensive. This year came in raring and ready to go, had ideas about the story, had ideas about what character he wanted to play, really interesting in the acting process, the script writing process, very interested in like talking with me and my staff, in a very mature way, I might add. Our Camp Spirit Award and our Budding Actor Award goes to Brady Rao. Caleb Drexel's the next one. I met him last year, I think, for the first time. And Caleb, I didn't know this about Caleb. When we sat to write our script, he's an amazing storyteller. It came through in improv, it came through in our script writing sessions. And what I really liked about his storytelling was when the group he was working with wanted to go in a different direction, he went with them. He adapted his story. And again, I can speak for all my staff and myself. Very impressed with his story work, but also even with his growth from last year to this year. So our Storyteller Award goes to Caleb Drexel. His camper's been with us for a while. I would also contend that she was kind of quiet. Again, I was very impressed with her performance today. She has shown a huge amount of growth in her volume, her body when she's on stage. So again, our growth award again goes to Grace Gerard. This camper has been here before with us, one of the nicest people you ever met. So it was really hard for her to play this role, I think. I kept saying, you're panicking, something terrible is happening to you. But love her energy, love her willingness to give anything a try. Our Best Kidnapped Counselor Award goes to Lexi Collins. So I'm kind of sad because this camper's aged out. And when I met her, I read her name wrong, but now I say it wrong on purpose. I just think that she brings such a great spirit to our camp. I like her energy. I like her willingness to take direction. So our Lifetime Achievement and our Director Award goes to, I'm going to say it the way I like to say it, Natalie Fabulous. I love this camper's energy. She comes in raring and ready to go. She gets so interested in the acting process and the play that I even find her kind of giving other campers pointers. So I definitely love her expression and the way that she uses her voice and her body to express her character. So our Most Expressive Award goes to Madison Phineas. This camper said, we need singers at the camp that sing stuff in the play. And I was like, tell me about that. Well, you know, when something happens some singers. And she's like, I want to be one. Okay, so, and she was wonderful. She was absolutely wonderful. So our most enthusiastic singer award goes to Isla.
Yeah.
I've known this camper for a number of years, and this year, totally blown away in her sense of self and her confidence that she has. Totally knows who she is, what she wants to do, and love the way that she took her character in and just went with it 100%. Brought her guitar from home and just was talking about the lines. Said, these are surfer lines. I said, well, 80s rockers kind of talk like surfers a little bit. So our rocker award on and off the stage goes to Elaine and Ricky. This camper had his moment, and I'm so glad he got it. Our most serious health inspector award goes to Jude Spellman. This camper I met for the first time, and she just dug it. She goes, I have a ball, I have what I'm gonna wear, I know what I'm doing. I'm like, okay. So I call this the Sporty Spice Award, and it goes to Kaylee Allen. This camper I knew from my real job in real life. I'm a teacher at the elementary school down the road. And so it's so neat to see students that I've taught in a different light. This camper really, this year, wanted a part, was really involved. So I'm going to say the Coming Into Her Own award goes to Jalea Brown. This camper I just met this year, I definitely feel like she's a little bit wise beyond her years. I like the way that she handles situations and seems to really know herself. And I love that her role in the play kind of went with that. Our Responsible Counselor Award goes to Betsy Dongari. This camper I've known at school and my other job as well. I've got to see her at camp last year and this year. I love her energy, her enthusiasm. She's willing to try just about anything. So our Best Reporter and Singer Award goes to Myri Braceno. This camper I met for the first time, and we were writing, script writing. Like, there needs to be a child that is snobby and rich, that it talks with a British accent. And so, okay, and then we think you should be that person too. So our Best English Accent and our Best Character Award goes to Finn Hassel. I'm going to be totally honest. I've known this camper for quite a while. I have been a fan of her for probably as soon as I did a camp with her. And she probably was, 8, and said to me, I think this line should be read this way. And she was like 8. And I thought, I like this kid. And so I've got to see her grow. I've got to see her come into her own. So our Calm, Cool, and Collected musician plus the Lost a Tooth Award goes to Violet Masson. This camper I got to know as their teacher at school. And I don't know if she signed up for camp because she knew me as a teacher at first. I don't really know. But very sarcastic, dry sense of humor, which is probably her appeal. Very wise beyond her years. And just easy to get along with, very likable. And again, huge growth with her in camp and being on stage. Our Lifetime Achievement Award because she's aged out of camp. And our Secret Society Boss Award goes to Carolyn. Okay, this camper was, where is she? I met her for the first time this year, and she was one of our trios that were like the anti-campers, and so they all bounced off of each other. So our best onstage trio, and I would also say best evil villain persona maybe, but also Ivy League student, goes to Eloise Moore. This camper I knew in my in my job, but also from camp a couple years. He has really been involved in visual arts. I think theater is definitely something new for him, but he jumped right in and was really excited. Our most serious award goes to Roni Dinah. Very serious. This camper walked in with the bucket hat on, and we were like, cool hat. And that hat was her. She owned that hat. And she jumped into improv, and, you know, I think of this word, me and Luke looked it up to be sure that it was positive, but it is positive. You're brave, you're excited, and you just go in. You don't care. And so I think that's a great trait to have. I love this when I have students like this in my classroom in real life. I love this when they come to camp this way. Our Spunky Actress Award goes to Fiona Peach. I've known this young camper through camp for quite a while. I've seen him in a lot of different roles. I love his love for theater, his love for acting. I love how he interacts with the other campers. He's a nice guy, and he is sensitive to other people, and I've never seen him, you know, act unkind to anyone, which I think is a huge deal. But I also get impressed when he takes on an evil role, and it's pretty believable. So my best evil sidekick award goes to Benji Rapp. This camper, I met her a little while ago at a camp, and she did a dance, and she couldn't believe that I remembered the dance that she did, but I remembered it. And also, I was really impressed this year because she really took direction very well. I could definitely see a lot of growth, and just really interested and happy to be on stage and interacting with the other young actors and actresses. And she really got into her character and asked a lot of questions about her character, which is really important in acting, to know who you're playing and what their motivations are. So our best at taking directions and getting into character award goes to Bella Travers. Has been with us before, and again, I definitely have seen some confidence increasing, which is really nice. And she said, I want to be a theater kid in the show, and she did really good. Our best theater kid award goes to Emma Atlas. This camper I've known in my position as a teacher, but also at camp with us here, mostly in the arts, I feel like, visual art, but very into her fashion. What she was going to wear today was a really big deal, the way her hair was done, but also, you know, very serious about her parts. What do I need to do? What do I need to have? How do I need to stand? So my fashionable and serious camper and news anchor award goes to Jessica Casada. I know the time is getting on, but I do want to take a second to acknowledge my staff. Are you guys back there? Claire, Sarah, Haley, Luke? Come out wherever you are. Okay. They're coming. They're coming. So I'm sure a lot of your campers, if you're repeats, remember Claire Whedon. She has been with us for a number of years. I am really impressed with how she's taken the lead counselor role very seriously. I love the way that she's jumped in with blocking and getting out of her comfort zone and trying to lead some dances with the campers. I like watching her interact and share her knowledge with the campers. Claire had her hand in just about everything you saw today in a very meaningful and serious way. So we're very thankful for you, Claire. Families before we end today?
Just that I hope that those who are able to come back next year come back, because I actually had to step out for 2 days this week, and just seeing the transformation in those 2 days was really cool, because I've never done that before. And so these guys were very capable and very proud of them.
It's like a big tornado.
Yes.
Like Monday comes, and then it's like tornado, and then Friday. And so it really is kind of a happy surprise to all of us how it first comes. It's fun, but it's a lot of steps. Haley was with us last year as well. Haley Nessel was with us. You can thank Haley for these Camp Avalon shirts. She did some cricket magic. I don't know if people know about the cricket. She did some some Cricut Magic for the shirts, which really I feel like helped set the tone of a summer camp. Haley really jumps in wherever she can and with fit set props. Again, she was here all week, so she definitely had her hands in a little bit of everything as well. Haley, is there anything you would like to tell our campers and families before our week's out?
It's just a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to see the whole process, to see everything. I was a camper when I was your age, so it's a lot of fun to be on the other side of things and see you guys continue in your love of theater.
Thank you, Haley. My other lead counselor is Luke Edelman, and he is amazing with the technology. I kind of gave you a little spoiler at the beginning, but I just love the way this summer he's hit the ground running. We're trying the projection screen. If you're repeat families, that's kind of new for camp. I love the way that he did a lot of the blocking and staging with the campers. I really thought that was some really great conversation that he had with them about where things were and you know how we use the stage and prop pieces to help tell a story. So, Luke, do you have any words for our campers or families before we close out?
It was so much fun working with you all this week, and just incredible to see the growth from day 1 to day 5, and to put the story together all through. So I'm very proud of you guys. The show was awesome, and yeah.
I'll keep you straight on the timeline of the script. When we were trying to have the Secret Society, we were trying to do some clever things with the timeline, which go beyond me. I can do banter and dialogue, but so he kept me straight with the big arc of the story. And it was camper approved, so. And then I have the lovely Sarah Chappell. She was really, she did a lot of work with them, prepping them, running it through before they got down to block with Claire and Luke and Haley. And did a lot with them backstage on how to get the pieces on and off. Again, we really try to teach them the process and get the campers doing a lot of the nuts and bolts as we go along. Sarah, do you have anything you would like to tell our campers or families?
You just keep doing this, because you guys are all, I saw there was a bunch of before shows jitters happening, but you all ended up pulling through and it was wonderful, and it just shows that you guys are meant to be doing this. So.
She gave a great pre-show pep talk. It was beautiful. I almost got a little emotional. She just was telling how it's okay to be nervous, and it's part of it, and it's okay. And it was really great. So I'm going to give a round of applause for my staff one more time. Thank you for sending and trusting us with your child at the Avalon. Please know that the Avalon Theater does lots of shows throughout the year. The Avalon Children's Theater has theater programming throughout the year with Kimberly Stevens. Keep a lookout. Hopefully you're going to get the emails now. There's also a Christmas show that will have auditions usually around September. If your child really enjoyed this, I'd highly encourage that you keep a lookout and let them get involved. Please make sure your campers get all their things, all their lunch boxes, bags, things. If you have a camp Avalanche t-shirt, it is yours to keep. Yes. If you have a jacket or hat, make sure we get that back on the table. But I don't have anything else. Again, thank you so much. Have a great rest of your summer.